Thanks.
Next
And
week.
we're live. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. And by all means, feel free to drop a little comment with your name, say hello, just so we know who we're talking to and training with today. My name's Jamie. I'm part of Coaches for Change, one of the co-founders for Coaches for Change. A little bit about me. I'm a former GB athlete, and my career came to an end due to an injury. So that's when my passion transitioned into coaching and personal training. That's what led me and Harriet, my partner, to set up Coaches for Change, so we can tackle the mind and the body together. Harriet's going to appear at some point in the moment. She's going to be demoing with us today. She's going to do the workout with you, so don't worry, you're not in it on your own. I'll be here leading the session. Today's session we're doing Tabata, ultimately, so that's a Japanese training philosophy. All use body weights, we don't need any equipment today, just yourselves, just your body. Hi guys, nice to meet you. And yeah, so we'll start running through everything. So it's going to be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. That's the Tabata philosophy. We're going to do 4 sets of each exercise, and then we'll have 30 seconds in between each exercise. We're going to do 8 exercises today. We'll go all the way through the list, and then we'll come back to the top and go back down again. That should give us around 40 minutes worth of work. Don't worry, it's not consistency, 40 minutes. Like I said, there's some rest periods in there as well. So yeah, if you're ready, let's get going. Are you in position? We're just making sure the camera's in the right spot. Bear with me. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Playing around with some lights, guys, playing around with some lights. So the first exercise that we're going to be doing is a squat floor touch. So I will just step in here, and ultimately all I want you to do, nice wide stance, come down and touch the floor and up. Alternate hands, engage the core, drive up through the hips. And in this transition period here, in that part, engage your core, and that keeps a lot of stability. So first exercise, squat floor touches. We're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we're going to do 4 sets of that. After that, 30 seconds, then we'll move into the next exercise. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good, excellent. So the plan here, again, body weight. There's a lot you can do with your body. It's a phenomenal bit of equipment that we all possess. And it's all about increasing that heart rate. Good, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, we're going to go in, do the same thing. If you face the camera, just so the guys can get a full variation, fantastic. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. So yes, this session is all about increasing the heart rate, increasing endurance, stimulating muscle growth, and getting a bit of a sweat on. Today, it's not going to be too intense. I appreciate most of you are probably at work or in your living rooms, hence why we set up in ours, just so you can feel at home with us training. Good, and rest 10 seconds. That's 2 sets. Got 2 to go. There we go. The jacket's all ready. Tabata has started working. Good, excellent. If you can lift your head up for me. So if everyone finds the position between the wall and the ceiling where that meets, if you use that as your focal point, that will keep your neck nice and straight, which takes the pressure off your lower back and keeps your spine nice and straight. Good, excellent. 3, 2, and 1. 1 set to go. 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest. After this, we'll have 30 seconds to rest. Good. So what this exercise is ultimately doing, it's engaging the legs, so the quads, the hamstrings, the calves, the glutes. By pushing up through and engaging with the arms, that engages the core and just gets a little bit of movement and a little bit more depth. Good. And 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Excellent work, guys. So that is set 1 complete of 30 seconds. The timer has started. So the next exercise is going to be sideward squats. So we come down, squat position, you step to the side, step in, step to the other side, step in, step to the side, step in. And as you go into it and you feel like you have a bit more mobility, feel free to stretch it out. But by all means, if it just needs to be small steps, no problem at all. And 30 seconds has gone. Excellent. So we're going to start the clock again. 5 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Excellent. So if you can bring your hands to the floor, nice. Good, nice and controlled. Again, there's no rush. This isn't a military boot camp. There's no right or wrong reasons. We're just here to get sweat on, make ourselves feel good. Sideways, let's go. So in 3, 2, 1. Very good. Step. So this really puts the focus into the glutes and the lower abdominals, and also by staying low, what we're doing is keeping that tension within the quads and the hamstrings, and that gets the fast twitch fibers firing and engages the small muscles like your adductors and abductors. Good. 3, 2, 1. Don't worry, I'm used to it. The amount of people that hear the 3-second buzzer and think that actually is 1 and stop, no problem at all. Let's go. Yes, I get the pleasure of talking to you today, but Harriet gets the pleasure of working out with you. She's feeling what you're feeling. Excellent work, guys. Let's keep it going. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. One more set to go. And then we'll have 30 seconds. We'll move on to 3. Good. And by all means, if anyone's feeling it a little bit, if you need a moment to stand up, take the tension off your legs, feel free to, and then dive back in. If you give yourself to the count of 3, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice.
Is anyone else feeling that in their butt like I am? That's so tight.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to move into exercise 3. I'm going to get my mat a little bit. And this is just going to loosen out everything we've just been doing. So we're going to go into jumping jacks. So what we want is slap on the hips, clap the hands, slap on the hips, in and out. Find a nice rhythm, find a nice tempo, and stick to it. This is going to increase the heart rate. We've got 10 more seconds. Let's take our rest where we need it.
And what if we don't feel like jumping? Can we step it out?
So again, yes, if you don't feel like jumping, by me, just step to each side. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
I don't have to worry about hitting the ceiling when it's on.
Yeah. Excellent, nice rhythm again. This will increase the heart rate. This is where we get into the endurance zone, work the cardiovascular system, engage the nervous system. Good, excellent. 10 seconds and we'll go back in. So with any exercise that you do, that means that you have to go overhead, that ultimately increases your heart rate simply because the mind and the body believe that it has to circulate the blood at a lot bigger rate. And what that does increases heart rate, increases strength, increases endurance, but also puts you into the fat burning zone. Good, excellent. You're better at jumping jacks than I am. 10 seconds. So with Tabata, it's very high intensity for short bursts, short breaks. That means once we hit that zone, the body will stay there, and we aim to be within the cardiovascular system and the fat burning zone. Good. Excellent work. 7 seconds to go. And 3, 2, and 1. Good, excellent. 10 seconds, and we've got 1 round left. 1 round left. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Excellent work, guys. Keep it going. Good. Fantastic. How are we all feeling? We're doing good. I appreciate this isn't the time for you to be typing, but yeah, keep going, guys. Excellent work. Good. And rest. 30 seconds. We have 30 seconds.
Can drop a thumbs up in the text if you're still with us.
And the next exercise we're going to go into squat thrusters. So again, palms in, you're going to come down, drive it up, twist the arms around, palms in, palms out, palms in, palms out. Again, remember to engage that core, keep you nice and stable. A lot of you don't need to be doing lots of sit-ups to be able to engage your core. If anything, it's just from constantly engaging it throughout different exercises.
Does it matter how low you go on the squat?
Ideally, let's get as much depth as possible. Go to the depth that you feel comfortable with. And again, as time progresses, you'll be able to get that a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Let's go. You're in. Good. So the benefit of getting into a deep squat is it engages all the smaller muscle groups that we don't tend to use. So it gets into our hip flexors, our adductors, abductors, also into parts of the glutes, not the gluteus maximus, but the gluteus minimus, which is the smaller muscle within the glutes. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice, excellent. As you can see, Harry's found a focal point. So anytime you're doing anything squat related, deadlift related, try and find a focal point to keep your eye line. What that does, it helps keep you a nice neutral spine. Yes.
Should I squeeze my glutes when I get to the top? Is that?
You need to come down and drive through. If you can't drive through, just engage your glutes. Again, depending on how much exercise people are doing, where they're at with the depth, or the most important thing is just doing the movement. If we can do the movement, the finer details can come at a later date. But if you've got the ability to drive your hips through and engage the glutes, fantastic. Rest. One more round.
How many more? One more.
One more round to go. Excellent, nice. By all means, guys, if at any point you need to feel like you need to put some music on, the TV on, any external sound that's going to help you focus whenever you do work out, feel free to do so. Good, and rest. We're going to have 30 seconds.
And I guess it's okay to drink throughout.
It is also okay to drink water throughout. So always have some water nearby. So, 5th exercise, we're going to go into the push-up. Again, hands nice and wide. If you need to, turn your mat sideways if you do have a mat, and then you're going to drive it down and up. By all means, if that's not possible, no worries, just bring it onto the knees and take it down. Take the chest down to the floor. If you feel like you want to flip between the two, if you want to have a go at doing a plank push-up, go for it. At any point you need to drop to the knees, no problem at all.
When the knees are down, should I have my feet up or feet down?
If you can have your feet up, that then also adds another level of difficulty. So ultimately the stages are feet down, feet up, and then plank position, press up. They are ultimately your 3 variations of a standard push-up and how to build muscle and strength throughout your shoulders and your chest. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Like I said, guys, this is 20-second intervals. So by all means, there's a few variations of the different exercises. So if you need to move between them, no problem at all. Play around with it. This is ultimately just to get the heart rate going, release some stress. Excellent work. 10 seconds, that goes quick. Good, fantastic work. That's really strong, nice. 8 seconds to go. 3 to 4 more push-ups. And 3, 2, and 1. And rest. 10 seconds. 2 rounds to go.
I'm going to try the full one this time.
Let's go. And stand up this way. Nice, really good. Nice and controlled, nice and slow. It doesn't have to be rushed. Good, excellent. 5 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Fantastic, very strong. Nice. One last round to go. One last round of push-ups. Good. Excellent work. Fantastic. So you guys are indoors on this windy Wednesday, getting a bit of lunchtime exercise in. Fantastic.
And National Fitness
Yeah,
Day.
and it's National Fitness Day today. Okay, good. So next one we're going to go into, as we've noticed, we're taking it slowly, working our way down towards the floor. So the next, we are going to do driving knees. So ultimately what you do is drive your knee into the center point of your body line. And if you want to elevate this, by all means, what we can do is drive a knee in, push up, drive the next knee in, push up. If you want to play around with it, if you do several knees in and then several the opposite, by all means, have a go.
And what if you want to take it down?
Again, if you want to take it down, with regards to this, again, in this position, so you can be on your knees, and each one, all you do is pop up. You pop up onto your toe and drive your knee in.
Okay, I'll start there.
As you guys might be able to hear on camera, my knees are very clicky. Bear with me, set my trusty timer, my interval app, love it. And let's go. Good, nice. Excellent. So you guys might be feeling this because we've gone from the push-ups and then we've kept ourselves within a push-up position. Ultimately, what that's doing is putting stress and tension through our shoulders, helping engage the muscle without ultimately putting any movement through it.
I can stop, right?
Yes. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So what I want you to do is just slow it down a little bit for me. And drive into it's all about control and contraction. Good. 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, it works into the abs more when you slow it down, right?
It definitely does.
Whew.
So anything there, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Anything when it comes to engaging the core and the abs, the slower and more controlled, the more targeted it will hit the muscle. Nice, good. Excellent work. In 3, 2, 1, and then rest. 10 seconds, then we'll go into the final round.
At least the 20 seconds goes fast.
Yes. Good again, nice and slow, nice and controlled. Engage that core. So when I say core, ultimately what that is yes, it is the 6 muscles you have in your abdominal, aka the 6-pack. It also incorporates your obliques, your lower obliques, the muscle wall below your abdominal muscles, your lower back, and your glutes. So your glutes are actually part of your core. So if anyone says core, we're talking from here. Anyone says abs, we're just talking there.
Whew.
30 seconds, excellent work.
How far through are we?
So we're going to take it into the crunches now. So we've incorporated some body weight and crunches, abdominal muscles this time. We're going into a classic crunch. So arms all the way back. You're going to come up and just slide your arms up the knee. Down.
And slow or fast?
Just at a nice controlled speed.
When your arms go back, does your head go down?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Arms and head move together. We'll start the timer. Exercise 7, 7 of 8. Yeah, nice. Good. So as your arms come up and your head comes up, try and bring them all up in one movement so your tension stays within your core.
Okay.
10 seconds rest, guys. 10 seconds rest. 3 sets to go. And 3, 2, 1.
So like
Let's go.
that.
Yes. Good. Excellent work.
feel like a robot.
So again, be a little bit looser with it, because you've got a lot of pressure in plant through your glutes and your foot. The contraction will happen. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. So what we do is try and make it one fluid movement. 10 seconds to go. Good. Good. So rest. One more round to go. One more round to go. Excellent work, guys. A little bit of lunchtime workout. Nice. Good. Bring it up on fluid movement. Slide the palms of the knees. Good. 10 seconds to go. 2 to 3 more reps. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. And we're moving into the final exercise of round 1. So here, you can stay on the mat, that's fine, I'll get on the floor. See me. So we're going to split this one in between 2 exercises. We're going to do my favourite, slow and controlled cycle crunch. So fingertips on the back of your head, ultimately you want the opposing elbow to come into the opposing knee. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. If that isn't a possibility, no worries. What I want you to do is go into heel touches. So we lift our head off the ground and we just slide our hands down the side of our feet. If you want to alternate between those 2 exercises, you do what I want to do, 20 seconds of one, 20 seconds of another, and repeat, by all means, feel free to. And let's go. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. And when that leg goes out, go as straight as possible. Good. Nice and controlled. Fantastic. So what this is ultimately doing is working the 6 muscles at the front of our stomach and engaging all of the obliques.
Abs on fire.
And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you can see how it decided to go for the alternates. So 20 seconds of cycle crunches, 20 seconds of heel touches. Again, this will work exactly the same muscles. It just has a different level of difficulty. Good, 10 seconds rest. 5 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Nice, excellent, nice and controlled. Contract those muscles through the midriff. Open up those hip extenders. And we straighten out that leg. Good. Get a nice roll through the shoulders. And 3, 2, 1. And rest. One last round, 20 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Good, excellent, nice and controlled. Slide those hands up and down. 7 seconds to go. 4 to 5 more reps. Good, and 3, 2, 1. And rest. Excellent. So we've gone through all our 8 exercises. Now what we do is we take it all the way back to the top. So what we are going to be doing, we're going to go back into squat touches. In here, this time should feel a little bit looser, a little bit lighter. The heart rate should be going. So what this should help do is move that lactic acid around the muscle, take a bit of the pressure off the upper body and bring it back down onto the lower body.
Let us know how you're feeling on the comments.
As you can hear from the floor, let us know how you're feeling in the comments. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type them in and I will get to answering as much as possible. It might just mean that my mush covers the screen. Let's have a moment.
So we're just doing all of the 8 again.
We're going back round again. We're going to see how we do for time. Good. Let's get back in. Are you ready? 5 seconds to set yourself. And let's go back into floor touches. Nice. Again, find that spot on the wall, on the ceiling, in the joint, wherever you need to, just to keep that spine nice and neutral. Excellent. Good. Nice and controlled. If you can for me, open up your stance just a little bit.
So like what, a meter?
No, bring it in. It's just sort of into there. These guys can see me. And down. Nice, excellent work. Good, keep it going, guys. 8 seconds to go. And 5 seconds to go. 2 to 3 more reps. 3, 2, 1. Good, and we're back round. As I always say to all the groups that I teach, any clients that I take on, exercise is not a punishment. It's ultimately a celebration of what your body is capable of. It's not meant to be easy, but it definitely is beneficial. Good, keep it going. Really good work. Good. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds rest. So today's session has been planned out to get your heart rate going, give you a good workout, but not push you to the extent where after you finish here, you can't continue to do the rest of your day's work. Good, excellent. There's 1,000 varieties of exercises you can do with just your body, and over the coming weeks, we'll start to explore that. Good, 3 seconds to go. Good, finish, 30 seconds. So my question for you, Harry, is how did that feel compared to the first time we did it?
It felt good. I think it felt good hoping that it's the last time I have to do that one.
Yes, today anyway. So next we are onto the side step squats.
Yes.
Good, yes, excellent. And what you can do is you can bring your feet as close together. What that does is then drives your whole body upright, opens out the hips, and re-engages the muscles. Five seconds, and 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Again, this is all about control. Use your hands for balance. If you need to put your arms out in front of you, by all means do so. If you need to put them up above yourself, wherever you feel comfortable. For me, in here is always good because it keeps that central line of gravity. 5 seconds to go. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. Head up, nice and controlled. Good. And the wider you can get your step, not that it's necessary, what that then starts to do, incorporate those smaller muscles we've been talking about. Good. 10 seconds. Five seconds to go. Last round. Good. Excellent work. And again, at any point, if you feel the need that you need to bring your whole body upright just to release some of the tension off your hips, feel free to do so. And then back in. One more round to go. I apologise. Hope we're all feeling okay. Like anything, once we repeat exercises, when they become more familiar, the body becomes more familiar with it, it becomes a little bit easier, the technique improves, and then each time we can step it up and increase that intensity. Good. Excellent work. 30 seconds. So we're back on to exercise 3.
What happens to these videos after?
These videos, so all of these will go straight on to the Westside Big Wellbeing. So if you didn't manage to catch us today, you can go back on and they'll be there for you to use in your own time. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with either Westside Bid on Instagram at Westside Bid, or ourselves at Coaches for Change. We'll have a lot more information on there about upcoming events, but we'll go through that at the end. So the next exercise, we go back into jumping jacks. Again, this will have removal of that lactic acid. It will still put a lot of pressure through the legs, but it just increases that blood circulation. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good, excellent work. Nice, you can keep that tempo up, fantastic. If you go any faster, you might take off. Yes. So 8 seconds. So what this, like I said, will do is help circulate the lactic acid around your body. It'll start to break that down. Gives us more opportunity to put more stress and tension through the muscles on the following exercises. Good, really control, fantastic. 7 seconds to go. And in 3, 2, 1. Rest. 2 rounds down, 2 to go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, excellent work. A little bit of movement. So yes, jumping jacks. Excellent warm up, excellent to throw in the middle of a session, excellent for cool downs. They really help with blood circulation. It says anything that goes above head helps the blood flow, increases the heart rate, increases our cardiovascular system and endurance. One final round to go on the jumping jack, guys, and we will move on. Let's go. Good, excellent work. Good, nice and controlled. 6 seconds to go. And in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Jumping jacks done for the day. So from the jumping jacks, we go back into the squat thrusters. So again, nice stance. You think shoulder width, then take it out a few inches wider. Palms in, and when you come down and drive it up. If you can come down to where your elbows touch your knees, fantastic. That means we're getting full depth, but don't worry about it. If we need to start small increments, and each time we just take it a little bit lower and a little bit lower. Nice and controlled. Use that core to help drive yourself up. Prepare yourselves, and in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Why do we have to twist the hands?
Good, excellent. So what that does engages your shoulder muscles. So ultimately it's engaging your front delts, your rear delts, and your trapezius. Good. Excellent work. Hope we're all feeling good, guys. We're getting there, putting it through. And in 3, 2, 1.
How many exercises after this one?
So how many after this one? We are on squat thrusters. We have 4 more after this, but we have 10 minutes to go. What I might do is leave a few minutes at the end to answer any questions. So we may get down to 6 or 7. Good.
6 or 7 what?
Exercises.
I think there were 4 to go.
Yes, for time dependent. As always, we plan, depending on where we get to, how the time goes. Good. Really controlled. Nice, engage the glutes as we drive through. Use that core from the bottom of the squat to drive ourselves up. Good. Excellent work. One more round to go. One more round to go. And from there, we will back down onto the ground into the knee drives. Let's get it. Last round of squat thrusters. Good. Really controlled. I get the pleasure today of talking to you and leading the session. It's Harriet that's doing all the work, really. Good, and rest. And we'll have 30 seconds in between this exercise and the next exercise. To repeat, we're back into knee drives. So again, on the palms, drive the knee into the center line of the body. If you want to increase the difficulty, we drive the knee in, we push up. Drive the opposite knee in, and we push up. If we want to take it down a notch, start on our knees, and all we do is pop up onto your toes and drive the knee in.
Nice.
So now we're working our way back into the shoulders and into the core. So we're slowly working our way through the muscle groups within this. The back's starting to get engaged simply by the pressure of you holding yourself in that position. And let's go. Good. 10 seconds gone. Nice and controlled. And 3, 2, 1.
I know Jamie said this was easy, but I am sweating.
Good, and as you can see, Harriet is going through the variations. So we started on the knee, hands and knees, lifting onto the toes to drive the knee in. And this time she's on toes and palms and driving the knee into that central line of mass. Good, and rest 10 seconds. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's slow it down. Good. Excellent. And throwing a push up in there. Good work, guys. Nice. One last round. Where we are, we have 8 minutes left. 8 minutes to go, guys. Nice. Good. Excellent work. And remember the exercise after this, we go back into the push-up without the knee drive. 3, 2, 1. And rest. So the next exercise is going to be back into the push-ups. So again, variations. If you want your hands wide or your hands a little bit narrow, it will still work the chest and the triceps. It will still engage. Nice and strong through the core. Drive it down. By all means, if we need to bring it onto the knees, what we need to do is make sure that our shoulders, elbows and wrists are in line, and we drive it down.
Okay.
We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Excellent work today. 5 seconds, and in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, excellent, really controlled. And as you can see, Harriet has toes touching the ground, knees and hands. To take it into the next level of difficulty, what you can do is take your toes off the ground and then move on to the full plank press up. 3, 2, 1. Good, nice and controlled, engage that core, keep you nice and strong through the middle. So here we're working on our chest, our triceps, getting into our rear delts, putting pressure through the forearms by engaging our core, keeping nice and strong. Good, and rest.
So what's happening next week?
2 more rounds to go. So in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So next week's session, guys, we are going to be running a Pilates session, perfect for men and women. This is Harriet's area of expertise, so she will be taking over next week and leading the class. And again, there will be stuff put on social media and sent out via emails regarding this. But
Are you going to be our demo for Pilates?
Potentially, we will see. And in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, final round. But yes, as I was saying, there'll be videos and clips and reels put out on social media. There'll be some emails sent around. But if you have any questions or queries, go onto Instagram and follow at Westside Bid. Ask them the question, or ourselves at Coaches for Change. If anything comes up, feel free to get in touch and we will go through what needs to be gone through. Excellent. So next we are on. We have 5 minutes left, so we're back into the full crunch. And again, feet down, knees loosening, bring up and slide. 1 cohesive movement. Two exercises to go, guys. 2 exercises to go.
Can you guarantee a six-pack after these?
Not just after this first session, no. Good, really controlled, excellent work. But what Tabata is really useful for, or any form of just using your own body weight exercise, is really good for building those foundational muscles. So we're working from the inside out. So if you do have aesthetic goals, they will come eventually, but let's start from the inside. Let's make day-to-day life easier. It's walking up the stairs easier, lifting your child, playing with your children. You drop a tea bag on the floor, you can get down and pick it up. You need to reach those tins at the top cupboard, you can do so. Good, really controlled. Nice, non-cohesive movement. Looks a lot more natural than it did in the first time round. And that's ultimately what exercise is. We do something new. You're not going to be perfect at the first time. That's not important. It's about repeating it, making it feel more natural. The body will come to understand what you're doing. Yes, let's go. 17 seconds to go. Excellent work. So we have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left, guys. Let's take it all the way to the end. We started strong, let's finish strong. Good. 1 more round to go. 1 more round, 30 seconds, and then we're into cycle crunches and side touches, heel touches. Good. Excellent work. Really controlled, really engage that core. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Finished. We are on to the final exercise. Final exercise of the session. 2 minutes to go. Perfectly timed. So, can you remember what the final one is? So we're into cycle crunches. So Harriet now feels comfortable and confident to give you guys a demo.
Okay.
And we're going to start in 5, 3, 2, 1. Good, excellent. So what we want to do, fingertips just touching the back of the head. So we drive the opposing elbow into the opposing knee. Get that crunch through the midriff, nice and controlled, nice and slow. What that does is actually activates and engages the muscles. As if we speed this up, yes, it will be somewhat effective, but ultimately it turns more into a cardio exercise than a strength exercise. Good, excellent. And what Harriet's doing is, they say we're doing 2 exercises here. So we go from the cycle crunch into the heel touch. Just takes that little bit of pressure off the spine and the shoulders. Works the same muscles, but just takes the intensity down a little bit. And 3, 2, 1. And rest 10 seconds. We've got 2 rounds to go. 40 seconds left to work, guys, and we are done. And 3, 2, 1. So nice. You can see when that leg goes out, take it as straight as possible. What that helps does is open up our hip flexors. Good. Nice and controlled, nice and slow. We go from one side to the other.
In the gym, I see people do these really fast. 2, 1. Why do you recommend doing them slowly?
Again, as long as it's more, the more control you have over the movement, the more effective it is. Ultimately, if you're doing it fast, you're putting a bit too much movement for your going, and a bit too much movement for your lower back. and it becomes more of a cardiovascular exercise, which isn't a problem, but ultimately the exercise has been designed to work on your core, and if that's what the exercise is designed to do, that's how it should be done. And finish. Excellent work. Good work, Harriet. Good work, guys. Excellent session today. Bang on 45 minutes. Excellent work. I hope you enjoyed yourself. As you can see, like Harriet, take a moment, catch your breath. There's no rush. Take a nice lot of water on board. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this session. And we look forward to seeing you over the next few weeks. And by all means, feel free to drop us a comment, any questions. We'll hang around for a few minutes so we can get right back to you. But again, if not, if any questions come up, at Westside Bid, at Coaches for Change on Instagram, there'll be emails sent out about the next few weeks, the next following sessions. And yeah, we look forward to working with you guys. Let's get fitter, stronger, healthier together. Have a fantastic day, guys. Thank you very much. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. One just reminder, if you didn't manage to make today's session, all these live sessions will go directly onto the Westside Wellbeing YouTube channel. So yes, they'll be accessible all day, every day. So we understand if you can't make it, no problem. Just know that each week, every Wednesday, they'll go uploaded. As soon as this stream is ended, it'll go directly into the playlist created. So you have full access throughout the Westside Bid. Fantastic, guys. Hope you had a good day. Thank you to Harriet, my amazing assistant. And we look forward to next Wednesday's Roll on Pilates.